Jonathan, we Brazilians are all about colors, prints. I mean, everything you like to work.
Yeah.
In which way you think Brazil could inspire you in a different way?
What I noticed here is that women like to, they look after themselves, they want to look sexy, they want to look sophisticated, and I think that that's what I can learn here. I love the way that women dress here, and I think it's really exciting. No, it is.
Really?
Yeah.
I love that, because we're here for one day, but he has a lot of experience, you know. He went
Look at you all.
No, he went to a lot of places, and
Yeah.
this was something that we were talking about. We like to look pretty.
Yeah, I mean, I have friends
Isn't
from
it?
Brazil as well that live in London, and you get the energy here. There's a real passion for clothing, there's a passion for colour, and I think that's what's exciting. Passion is what drives us all to kind of keep going, and I think that that's what I can get from here. Also, this is such a, the architecture here is amazing, the furniture here is amazing, and it's that balance between colour, fun, optimism, sexiness, but also sophistication.
With all the blogs being this massive thing all around the world, how do you think that influences the fact that young designers are more and more put into the spotlight, growing and being known? Do you think there's a connection with the bloggers, with the internet thing, and for you to reach people quicker?
Yeah.
And
I think it's an amazing thing for independent designers. Now people get to see the shows live streamed. All of your opinion is as valuable as the journalist. And what it does is it brings the designer closer to the customer. We go and do trunk shows. We go and meet the customers around the world. It makes you understand who is buying your clothes more, and I think that is why young British designers' clothes are more wearable and more desirable, I suppose. The more opinions there are, the more interesting it becomes.
Hi, I'd like to know, could you tell us a bit your background?
So, I'm from Scotland, in Glasgow. There's an art school there which is incredible, and what's wonderful about that art school and about a lot of the creative things in Scotland is that the art school, the architecture department and the painting department and the fashion or textiles or everything is all together, and they all kind of cross over. So we do projects with a fine artist or a photographer, so it's really a great energy there, and it makes you learn a lot about different creative things. So that was my first experience. So I got to St Martin's, and so that experience at St Martin's was just, amazing, because it changed. It made you understand fashion in a way. It made you realise that you have to be different from everybody else. I came out of college and then I was approached by Alexander McQueen to do some prints for him, and I did something for Pucci when Christian Lacroix was there, and then I met Phoebe Philo. Yeah, when Phoebe Philo was there, who's now at Celine, so I worked for her. Simultaneously wanted to start my own line and started it, and the funny thing about London is that I did it and I didn't think that anything would happen. I did a small little collection. I met a woman called Lulu Kennedy who has an organisation called Fashionista in London, which is a lot of young designers start that way. She gave me £5,000 and said, do a show.
Right.
You just grow that way, I think
Yeah.
it's very different in England. It's the same for me and Christopher and Richard and Roxanne and all of the British designers. We start very, very small.
Do you concentrate your energy on the creative part, or you get involved too on the administrative and business part?
I think that every designer now, especially independent designers, it's a business, It's a creative business. And I think that's exciting about it. I don't think that it's art, and I don't think that, because art is something that you create for yourself. It's about what you put out there as a message, and it shouldn't really matter what anybody thinks of it. So you need to pay attention to the customer. And from a business perspective, so much of our time is about trying to figure out how to do it. You come up with a concept, but you can't just come up with a concept and just give it to someone to figure out, because the figuring out is what makes the thing happen.
I write about lifestyle, and I'd like to know if you intend to create a home collection.
Of course. I'm going to take over the world.
Good. I love it.
No, I mean, I'm ambitious, the team is ambitious, there's so many things that we want to do, and I think what's good about my brand is that with colour and print and textures and things like that, it can change into anything. I love brands like, you know, the Hermes is an amazing brand because it's a world, you know, and you can create that world and you can use that through print and colour and sophisticated materials, and I think that that's the way I want to go, yeah.